What's cooking, Juventus fans? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Now, we already know the fate of some players that are going to be more than likely moving on, seeing their time at Juventus end. There are a couple of new names that are popping up that potentially could be leaving Juventus, as well as a couple big-time names that could be coming into the club. We'll talk about that. Stick with us. We'll fill you in. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today, it is Sunday, December 11th, 2022. Of course, I got your latest rundown of all things Juventus, all the news you hear about each and every single day. Before we do anything though, do me a solid favor, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. And now without any further ado, let's just get into this thing. I want to do a little bit more quick hit. That's how we're going to go about it here on the channel for the daily videos. I think you all would prefer that as well. Let's get into it. The very first news topic of the day is talking about our guy Samuel Illing Jr., who is expected to sign, if he hasn't already. I think he has, but I may have missed it a little bit when exactly that happened. He's going to sign an extension to his contract at Juventus. Gazzetta dello Sport is reporting that Samuel Illing Jr. will join the first team at Juventus and will represent a valid alternative to Filip Kostic. His performances against Benfica and Lecce were enough to convince Allegri that he is ready for the big leap in quality. Nothing here negative that I can say about this. Obviously a good move for the club, especially when you get to utilize more of these young players, young guys who come out with a firing passion. And that's one of the things that he does when he comes into playing. Any kind of time that he's gotten has been a boost in the performance and the overall attack and everything that's going on with the club. So good news there. Not a lot to really comment out there outside of, yes, give me more Samuel Illing Jr. Let's continue it on though, and let's move it on to maybe news that you probably are not going to be too happy about it. We mentioned it a little bit yesterday when we talked about Luca Pellegrini and his potential return to the club. Fabrizio Romano is reporting that Luca Pellegrini could leave Eintracht Frankfurt in January. Loan deal from Juventus could be cut short to try a different experience. The final decision will be made in the next weeks. He collected 14 caps with Eintracht this season, so obviously not getting a ton of playing time while being over there. What does it mean right now? We don't have any other possible options of where he could be going once he returns to Juventus. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of Italian clubs that would be interested in bringing him aboard. Will Juventus utilize him? I highly doubt that at this point in time. I don't think Juve have any kind of they're not going to give any kind of consideration, I think, to retaining Luca Pellegrini unless it just falls through and there's no landing spot for him. But we'll be looking out the next couple weeks, days to weeks, to see if there are any other interested parties that are going to come to the table for Luca Pellegrini. All right, let's continue on though. We know about two players that more likely are out of here, at least by the summer, if not during this winter mercado. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about, of course, the American and the Frenchman. Corriere Torino are reporting that for the winter mercado, Cherubini will have to consider outside offers for two players of Juventus, Weston McKennie and Adrien Rabiot. So right now, the one thing we do know is Adrien Rabiot, his time at Juventus is basically done. We know that he wants too much money. Juve are going to pay that kind of money. But in the end, where will he go? What will happen? And when will it happen? It's an iffy subject, I think, overall, because I think a lot of Juventus fans, even though, I mean, the money you're going to get is minimal, if anything, if you sell him during the winter. And right now with everything going on, the, I don't want to say disaster, but, it's kind of a disaster situation with Juventus right now. I would say let's not gamble on trying to sell Adrien Rabiot for a little bit of money here in the winter. Let's just maybe go ahead and just let him run out his contract, especially given the performances that he's putting out there right now. Phenomenal goal that he scored there for France in the World Cup as the French continue on their quest to win, I guess, back-to-back World Cups. Again, I personally do not believe that this is the real Adrien Rabiot. I mean, I guess this is the real Adrien Rabiot when he has a fire lit under his ass, but I don't believe that this is the real Adrien Rabiot that Juventus would be getting game in and game out should they sign him to a renewal. So I think it's just hopefully he continues this pace of play through the rest of the season. Then he can go on to, Chelsea, Manchester United, whoever it is that wants him. Weston McKennie is another one. Obviously, Juventus are more than open to selling him. Right now, we actually, I think it was CalcioMercato.com actually reported and saying they have a belief that two parties that are definitely interested in bringing Weston McKennie aboard right now are Borussia Dortmund. I don't know why I said it that way, Borussia Dortmund. And then, of course, as well, Chelsea would also be interested in bringing in Weston McKennie. And that'll be an interesting to watch for me personally. Would you bring in Weston McKennie, and would he join his American compatriot, Christian Pulisic, to both play for Chelsea, or would this be a one American going in, one American going out, and then does Juventus come in and actually look at Pulisic, and then maybe we're basically doing a swap for Weston McKennie and Christian Pulisic? It'll be interesting to watch. Let me know your thoughts. Would you prefer either one of them, or are you kind of like what I think most Juventus fans are saying? Chelsea, keep them. You can have them both. Chelsea, go ahead and do it, right? All right, let's continue on, though, and let's talk about one player that maybe it's something to keep an eye on right now. I guess this is, again, I guess I would use the word disaster situation. This would be shambolic if this were to happen. But Corriere Torino is reporting, talking about a potential Vlahovic moving and him leaving the club. Their club's interested in it, but will Juventus let him go? Right now, they're saying that in addition to some Premier League teams, Bayern and PSG also want to make a move for Dusan Vlahovic. Juve does not intend to sell him to any other club at this time. Hopefully it'll remain that way. To me, that's a guy that you have to dig your claws into and say you're not going to take him. You're not going to take him from our club over the old lady's dead body, right? Until the old lady is cold, you will not take Dusan Vlahovic from our club. Be interesting to see, though, if we give it a little bit of time to see what Dusan Vlahovic's opinion, what his feelings are, the entire situation of the club, with the board stepping down, with any changes in all the leadership. What does he think? Has he changed his opinion on wanting to be at Juventus? I haven't seen enough to say anything to the contrary that he would, or to the contrary of him just wanting to stay at the club and being here. Hopefully that continues, and hopefully we can ride off into the sunset. Continue on the streak of what we're doing here with Dusan Vlahovic. So right now, it seems it's something to keep an eye on for the long-time future to see, is there any kind of turmoil brewing when it comes to him? But for right now, I think he'll be safe in the old lady's clutches. All right, let's continue on. One final topic. I had to bring this one up. Let's just say, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Okay, it's a little clickbaity because come on. We know this isn't going to happen, especially given all the nonsense going on right now. But I wanted to talk about it, right? A news story was put out there. They did not link Juventus in any way. It could fall under the idea of discussing mini clubs, but I thought I'd have some fun with this. Fabrizio Romano reported today that Joao Felix is prepared to leave Atletico Madrid in 2023. Is it Felix or is it Felix? Felix, you pronounce the X, correct? Anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. He's open, and he's a great player. That's all I know is he's a baller. He's a young baller, and he's the kind of young baller that Juventus needs to have. He's open to new experience, and there are concrete chances to make the move in January to sell him. Atletico Madrid, though, are trying to ask for more than 100 million euros for Joao Felix. Mendes is discussing with many clubs at this time. Again, I am under no aspersions that I think Juventus can even take a moment to daydream about the potential of this player. But maybe right now, hey, maybe can we get Agnelli on the phone? Can we have some of that illegal money? Can he dig into that purse? Can we, ish some of the books up? Can we do that? Can we do that a little bit to get this guy here? He'd be a baller. He'd make a huge difference to the club. It's not happening. But again, a man can dream. I don't know. As we know, though, Juventus have said that the idea moving forward for the club, whether it's Cherubini or whether it's any other guy, there will be no signings like this ever happening. But I want to dream. Damn it. Come on. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Do you dare dream ever of getting a player like this in the near future ever again? Right now, obviously, given the cooking of the books, given the situation going on right now, Juventus will not be looking at purchasing any players of this level. But man, what an opportunity if Juve could have actually been one of the clubs in talks for a player like this. He's going to be big time for the future, and I swear it. All right. that'll do it for this edition of the news. I just want to have some fun with that last one. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree with any of the movements, any of the ideas of the way the players sit right now with the club, including Weston McKennie, Adrian Rabiot, and of course, Dusan Vlahovic? And then let me know your thoughts, anything else in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, do me a favor, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest videos. You can follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter. And of course, you can follow Bianconeri Zone on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. I will see you guys next time. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. Say hello to your old lady for me.